Hey guys, what's up? My name is Caitlin. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am so excited today because I have a public service announcement. Are you ready for this? Okay, it is you are enough. There's nothing wrong with you. And that's very important news, and I hope someone has told you that at some point, and if not, let me be the first to tell you that there is nothing wrong with you, okay? And that's what I'm going to talk about today, because at some point in our lives, somebody convinces us, generally accidentally, and sometimes there's just big bullies, but convinces us that there's something wrong with us. We're not enough, like all of these essentially lies. Because when you're born, you're perfect. And then we just get conditioned by society and we just feel like we're just not enough. And, it's generally this lack of feeling not enough and this lack of self-love that we make poor decisions in our lives. And so between ages 0 and 7, that is when you create your understanding of the world. And so the beliefs that you create before age 7 generally run your whole life until you look at them and you question them. So this belief that there is something wrong with me, you might not even know that it's running in the back of your mind, running your life. It's just like on autopilot, like your brain was like, oh, well, this is the truth. And now I'm going to operate my life by this truth that I created at age before 7. So how do we fix this? How do we become whole? How do we believe and truly know at a cellular level that we are whole, we are complete, we are perfect, there is nothing wrong with us? Well, I so wish I could give you a 3-step process to fix your life today. But that is completely impossible. And what's worked for me is going to be entirely different from what's going to work for you. When it's not a one-size-fits-all, what do? It's like, bro, you have to actually try and research and try new things and do things differently. Like what you've done up until this point has gotten you your life, your results. So you have to do things differently. Be willing to try new things. Be willing to maybe tap on your face and examine your beliefs and debunk them. Like, who says you can't have what you want? Usually it's you. Like, you're telling yourself, oh, well, that's impossible. It's like, okay, well, but is it? Like, you're freaking limitless and you're perfect and you can literally have anything that you want. But we just believe that we're normal and we're not magical, we can't have whatever we want, and we've been given the cards that we've been given, and it sucks to suck sometimes. But it's like, is that the ultimate truth? And that's something Amanda Frances really asks you to ask yourself when you are questioning your beliefs. So I just want to share all this news with you that hello, you're more than enough, and there's nothing wrong with you, and you're perfect. But even though that is true, and you might not believe it yet, and that's okay, you can still be a work in progress, and you can still want to be better. And I feel like that's where I am. I'm like, okay, I've worked on loving and accepting and forgiving myself, and I'm not perfect yet. I don't know if I'll ever be perfect, but I've improved a lot. But there's more improvements I want to make. But I love myself where I'm at today, and I'm really excited for where I'm going. And I'm really grateful for my past, who wasn't at this level of self-love and self-acceptance. So it is a journey, and sometimes it gets ugly before it gets better. Like when you're digging deep into your past, your history, your trauma, your whatever, it might get ugly. And sometimes the only way out is through. You have to face your demons and heal them. And that's not easy. And I applaud you if you are on a healing journey. And it's just really important work. So if you're tired of feeling like you're not enough and or working yourself into the ground and just beating yourself up, or whatever your bad habits are, however you're mean to yourself, maybe you gotta look at why. Why do you work yourself 24/7? Why is negative voice in your head such a bitch? And there was a point where it's I was trying to do something and I felt like I was never good enough. I never reached my goals. I sucked, and I would beat myself up every day. And finally Dylan was like, bro, if it's costing you your mental health, it's not worth it. I was like, oh, yeah. So I had to give that up because it's like, it was driving me insane. So question your beliefs, let go of the things that aren't serving you, and really dive deep, like actually like feel your feelings, which is something that people will run from their feelings their whole lives and be like, why am I not fulfilled? It's like, because you never actually had the whole human experience, you're like, oh, that part of the human experience, no thank you, I'm gonna just run away, I'm gonna, work myself to death and avoid my feelings, or whatever it may be for you. And it's when we believe that we're enough, and when we know that there is nothing wrong with us, it's like, oh, we can make better decisions. We can set boundaries. We can say no. We can take care of ourselves. We can know that we're valuable and we're important. And like these things, knowing and believing these things will literally change your life. And I'm so excited because my journey is just getting started. So I'm here to share all this with you now because I've worked really hard to get here. And I'm hoping if you're 3 steps behind me that this can help you too. And you could be like, oh, cool, I'm gonna like question my beliefs. Like, it's so important and so rad. And like the growth that comes from actually looking at your beliefs and being like, oh, well, that's some fake news. Oh, well, that's some bullcrap. That's, and being like, okay, well, once you start debunking your old beliefs, you can create new ones. Like, you can be like, oh, okay, well, let's say if I believed I was a failure, for an example, then it's like, okay, well, is that the ultimate truth? And have there been instances when I was not a failure? It's like, oh, well, I completed my 200-hour yoga training, I read 52 books in a year, and I accomplished this other thing too. Guess I'm not a failure. So what would be a way better belief? And it's like, oh, that I'm a freaking rock star, that I'm a winner, and I can have whatever I want, and I'm gonna go out there and get it, So it's really just rewriting your story, and whenever those old beliefs pop up, it's really like, hey, I see you, but like, we're believing better things now, and then focus on your new beliefs. It's work. I mean, it's not easy when you've programmed yourself to believe the worst about yourself. Like, it's not easy to change your beliefs. It won't happen overnight. It's gonna be a process. But consistency and not giving up and just knowing that, like, when you envision your highest self, like, she isn't going to have these beliefs that you have now. Like, the ones that are holding you back, you have to let go of them in order to get to where you want to go. So, anyways, that is my spiel today. And again, you're enough. There's nothing wrong with you. You are perfect. And also, I'm so proud of you for even watching this video and being here and wanting to, like, better yourself and level up and just improve yourself. But you're also perfect. But also, you know what? Why not do your best to become your best self? We only have this one life. So I decided I ain't gonna live a sad life, and I hope that you don't live a sad life either, but it's literally a choice. Like, you can choose, do I want to be a bad bitch or do I want to be sad? It's up to you. Like, the choices are unlimited, I mean, those aren't your only 2 choices in life, but like, So, anyways, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a fabulous day.